This is every Hot Wheels Bugatti Veyron, Chiron, and Bolide. And starting off with our very first release in 2003, it's the 2003 first edition red and black colored variation, and this one has the 10 spoke wheels on there. As you can see, beautiful looking color variation. I think for our first release they did a fantastic job. I love that two-tone black and red. The 10 spokes I think are excellent looking wheels, and then we can see the front end. It's just got painted for those front lights right there, so you can see over time you'll see the improvement on this casting because it was released many times over. But a beautiful looking color variation, the 10 interior, I think it's great. And fun fact is, back in 2003, I found this actual car in store, and I found about 10 other ones, which I still have to this day. So it's just one of my favorite castings of all time. I really love the Bugatti Veyron. So our first release, and on the bottom base, I'll show you the base of all of these cars as well. You can see it says 2002 Mattel because it was licensed for 2002, then released in 2003. So all the Veyrons will have that 2002 on there. We'll go ahead and put that one right up on our first row. And then also in 2003, there was a slight color variation to that red and black one. It was kind of a candy apple red and black color variation. I've never seen one in real life. I rarely see them for sale online. They're very expensive, very rare, hard to find. So if you do find one, you should hold on to it. Right now, you can get this, or even this for free if you use my link down below and sign up for Whatnot. Whatnot's a great platform to buy and sell Hot Wheels, as well as a bunch of other items. It's where I buy most of my Hot Wheels, and it's also the platform that I've switched to sell Hot Wheels. I absolutely love doing auctions and selling Hot Wheels. I've got 5 scheduled auctions upcoming, so go check out my link down below, bookmark my upcoming auctions, and use that credit, that $15, to get anything for free. It doesn't have to be from me, can be from anyone on the platform. It's an excellent way to get yourself started and check out Whatnot. And for 2003, our next color variation we had was this metallic gray and blue color variation. And here we can have it right here. And this one has the 10 spoke wheel tire combination on there as well. So the same ones as that red one right there. Love the look of those wheels with it. And the blue, you can see it's, I mean, it's not completely centered on the side door. I mean, it is early release of this casting. I like the blue on the front end. I think that looks kind of cool. There's your horseshoe grill. No painting for those front lights right there, anything like that. And you can see it from the side. 10 interior on this one. Then on our bottom base, there it is right there, so you guys can see. But yeah, kind of cool. I liked it. It's not too bad. It's kind of a cool color variation for that one. And then also for 2003, we got essentially the same color release, just different wheels on there. So you can see this one, it's got the FTE wheels, faster than ever wheels, a very popular wheel back in the day. And you can see they look beautiful on there. But I mean, I kind of like the 10 spokes better. We'll actually grab the 10 spoke one down so we can compare it side by side. But basically the same color variation, just different wheels. Just the wheel gap on the front, it is kind of crazy. I mean, it gets better over time, but it is kind of a big wheel gap on the front end. But the faster than ever wheels on there, but otherwise the casting itself, I mean, it's pretty much exactly the same. And we can see the bottom right there for it as well. But yeah, FTEs, pretty cool wheels. I like seeing those wheels, maybe just not on the Veyron. And we skip ahead to 2007, and we have the first of 2 Hot Wheels mystery cars released in this package with the blacked out blister plaque on there. And the first release of it was this yellow colored variation with gold 10 spoke wheels on there. And you can see this one kind of reminds me of like a Brazil. It's kind of got like the black, the yellow, the greenish gold on there. So it's kind of an interesting color release, but you can see the paintwork on there is not fantastic. You can just see on the top how it's just kind of not blended very well. And then the way that they painted the side, where they kind of just splashed the paint across rather than like fill in that kind of horseshoe area on there. So I'm not really a big fan of that. Even though yellow is my favorite color, this variation of the Veyron is definitely not one of my favorites on there. It just looks, it doesn't look clean at all. But it's interesting though for a mystery car right there. So we'll put that one up, and hopefully we don't drop all of these right there. And actually I'll show you the bottom base of that one. There you go. And we'll go on to our next one, which is also a mystery car, and it was released in the same year, 2007. So the second of 2, and this one is in a pearl white colored variation with kind of a light blue on there with silver on the back. And then we have these silver 10 spokes, which look really good. White interior on this one. So quite the interesting color variation with this pearl white color right there. The front is just plain Jane though. You can see the blue tinted front window right there as well. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of got that same kind of splash of paint just in different colors, but I think the white's a little bit better than that yellow looking one right there. But nonetheless, not my favorite releases, but they're still kind of cool because they are the mystery cars. Skipping ahead 3 years to 2010, we had the next release, which was the Satin Blue, which I believe was a Walmart exclusive color variation, and I think it looks fantastic. It's a really, really nice satin blue, and it's got kind of like a grayish silver on the front end right there. And then check out those front lights. Finally, we have painted stamped front lights on there, blacked out wheels with the chrome lip, and you can see this one's got a little bit of chipping on the back wheels. I mean, I have raced this one down my track many different times, so that's probably where it came from. But we even have the stamping on the rear for those rear lights, the Bugatti logo right there. But all around, just a really, really nice looking color variation. I really do like and enjoy the blue color on this one. So, and this one I believe came in also in some multi-packs as well. So if you found any Walmart exclusive multi-packs with the blue, the satin blue, then that's pretty lucky of you because they're pretty hard to find. And then also in 2010, we had another Walmart exclusive color variation of satin red, which is such a fantastic looking color variation. And this one is definitely a lot harder to find than that satin blue, but this thing just shimmers. You can see it's just got some shine to that satin finish right there. We got the 10 interior on there, the chrome 10 spokes, which look fantastic on it. Painted front lights, of course, as well. That nice horseshoe grill on there, but just a really, really cool color variation. I don't know what it is about these. Some of the reds look really good on the Hot Wheels lineup. You'll see another really cool red coming up here shortly as well. But this one in that nice satin red, and this one being one of the very hard, rare ones to find. So if you have this one, keep it. If you're looking for it, you might have to pay a pretty penny to find that one. Oh, and here's the bottom base for it, as I forgot to show you there, but there's your bottom base to that satin red one. We'll put it right back there. And sticking in 2010, we had our first somewhat premium variation. It is from the Speed Machines series, and this one in a white and black. And we got some interesting wheels on this one and even nice details on here. So you can see the kind of gold painted rear exhaust tip right there, the painted lights in the back, the EB logo right there, and then check out the interior. Tan interior with the gold in the center compartment right there. That's a really nice touch to it. Love the wheels on here. These ones were popular in the Speed Machine series. Gold front horseshoe grill, painted lights on the front end. Just a really nice color variation. And this one, definitely one of the rare, very hard to find collectible ones in the Speed Machine series. I have one of these that is sealed as well that I keep in my collection, but I really like having this one open. I've raced this one down my track many different times, but just a great kind of semi-premium one from the Speed Machine series. And after that, we had to wait a long 11 years before we saw the Bugatti Veyron back in the Hot Wheels lineup, and we got a retooled casting from the quarter mile finals set right here. And you can see the detail on this casting is, the proportions is just a little bit better. It looks a lot nicer. That front end is a lot better as well. Nice painted lights on there, looking really good. Got the mesh wheels on here, and like the striping. Kind of reminds me of the top speed edition of the Bugatti Veyrons, and it comes in that like kind of carbon black with the orange. And we'll actually have a look at it compared to the original release casting. So you can see that front end, it's completely different. It's definitely a lot more improved. The casting itself, I think it's a little bit wider as well. It's a little bit wider of a casting, but they just done a good retool of it. I mean, just look at those front lights, how different they are and how much nicer it looks. And there it is from the side as well. But hey, I like both of them. I know, always good to see the improvements, but definitely nice retool of that one. And that one's from that 5-car set. And then we jump ahead 2 more years and we had the Bugatti Car Culture 2-pack with a Veyron and a Chiron. And there is the black Veyron from it. And it's got some like imitation carbon fiber on the top roof right there. Interesting wheel choice for it. I'm not sure if I like the wheels very much on that one right there. And then on the front end, you can see that, the nice painting of those lights right there. Just kind of a cool color variation, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I love it. I don't know if it's just these wheels. It is premium, so it's our first fully premium one. So we have the metal base, we have the real riders on the bottom, and I didn't show you the new base on this one right here. And you can see, so this one you can see 2020 Mattel, whereas all the other ones said 2022. So this one is part of the new casting as well. So you can tell the difference between the newly licensed retooled casting and then the older one right there. So I'll go ahead and put that one right up right there. And then for 2023, we had a Fast and Furious Series 3 in pearl white released right there. It is. And this is where it gets kind of interesting, because if we look at the car itself, it's a nice looking car. Good detail and all of that all around right there. At the back, it looks a little bit different maybe. If you look on the bottom base right here, you can see this one, it's a 2022 license one. So if we went back to our first of the retools, it's got a 2020, and then any of our original castings will have 2002. So this casting's been retooled 3 times now. So there's our first actually here, we'll grab the red and black one. So our first release right there, then our second retooled variation, and now our third retooled variation. And actually I'm gonna look on the back and see if we can spot any of the differences on these ones right here. So the back end, yeah, I mean, there is definitely some difference. I should actually throw these around this way so you guys can read them across. So our first variation right there, there's the rear end right there. And then our second variation, so you can see there's a definite difference in the way that they've kind of carved out the rear end right there. And then our third variation, and you can see there's the inlets right here, which are now open. So we definitely have 3 different retooled variations of the Bugatti Veyron right there. So we'll actually stack them up so if we can see them all. It's not much differences from the side maybe, but yeah, kind of interesting. Just kind of interesting to see a single casting that's been kind of retooled 3 separate occasions. But hey, I'm not complaining. It's a great casting right there. So there it is. So there's your white Fast and Furious release right there. I'll throw it right up. And then for 2024, we had a Transformers 5-pack and released in this black and blue variation right here. Looking very nice with the blue wheels on there. It's a nice glossy black color on there. I like that bottom. Looks really cool. And we look at the bottom base, and this one is the 2022, the newest variation of it. But looking fine. Great color. I love the front end, the way that they painted that front lip and then the grill in the blue. I think that looks fantastic. Stamping on the lights, which looks really good. All around, looking very, very nice. I like that color variation. And this set had a little bit of controversy because the Mustang had some writing on the side and they had to recall because it wasn't appropriate. And then it was hard to find these ones, and then they re-released it. So you should have been able to find these ones fairly easy, but I don't know if they're in stores anymore, but still a nice one nonetheless. And for 2025, we have a Car Culture Hammer Drop car number 1 of 5, a white release variation right here. White with the blue wheels on there. I like these wheels on here. I think they suit the car nicely. They look mean and aggressive and thick like the Bugatti is. And you can see in the back right there, the nice painted lights. And this is the 2022 variation. So it's got the inlets right there for the back. And then on the front end, there's that grille, the stamping for those front lights, the nice gray interior on this one, and then metal base, being that it's real riders. You can see those rear rider slicks on this one as well. But overall, it's a nice color variation. I do like it. It's got maybe a slight pearl to it. It's not like a pure white, but nonetheless still very cool. And that's all your current Hot Wheels Bugatti Veyrons. There is another white Fast and Furious one that is going to be coming out shortly, so stay tuned for that one. I believe it's just exactly the same as the one that's already released, as they do with some of the Fast and Furious models, but stay tuned for that one. Moving on to the 2016 Bugatti Chiron, in our first release from the Hot Wheels mainlines, and it was an HW Exotics 2019, and we got it in this nice blue color variation, which I think looks fantastic. It's kind of like a little bit darker of a blue, almost navy, but not quite, but very, very nice looking. I was super happy to have this one in hand. And you can see the Chiron's just a really good improvement over the Veyron. The Veyron was such an excellent car and so iconic, and then they came out with the Chiron, and it was hard to believe that they could top it and make it look even cooler. So just a nice modern variation of the Veyron, but it is the Chiron, and it's looking good for its first release in the Hot Wheels lineup in 2019. We'll go ahead and throw that one up there. And then in 2020, from the factory fresh, we also got a black one, and this one's a metallic black, so lots of metal flakes inside that paint job right there, which shines in the light. Same wheels and everything on this one as well, and actually I didn't show you the bottom base. So there's the blue base on this one. This one was licensed in 2018, released in 2019. And there we go. We'll throw it up there. And then there's this one as well. Also has that 2018 license. 2016 Bugatti Chiron is the model name. But looking good in this color variation. I prefer the blue one personally, but the metallic black one still looks pretty fine itself. And then also in 2020, the factory fresh Zamac edition Bugatti Chiron. We finally got a Zamac Bugatti, and I absolutely love Zamac cars. And there we have it in this beautiful looking Zamac finish to it right there. Nice detail. It's kind of even got the color highlighting around it, the color around the wheels on there, blacked out with the color lip on there. But yeah, Zamac ones are just becoming a lot more popular, a lot more collectible, a lot of Zamac collectors nowadays, and I think Zamac cars are super cool, and I love seeing the Chiron as a Zamac. It's just really nice. I've got a couple of these ones unopened on my wall as well, but we'll put that one right there. Jumping ahead to 2021, the next year, we got a Hot Wheels 5-pack, an Exotics 5-pack, which included this light blue Bugatti Chiron with the white wheels on there, which is looking fantastic. I like these wheels. I think they look good. They suit the car very nicely. And then the all blue. I almost kind of maybe would have liked to see like a little bit of white on the inlet right here, but the blue is still fairly clean looking. No painting on those front lights or anything like that yet. We haven't seen, but looking very good in this blue. And for a 5-pack, I was hunting this 5-pack down, and I finally found it, and I was super excited to get it and open it up right away. We did some races with that one. Also in 2021, we had the Hot Wheels ID variation of the Bugatti Chiron, and a nice Spectra Flame blue paint job. Just a very nice paint job on this one. Look at that Spectra Flame color on there. It just looks excellent. I love the Hot Wheels ID series, and I'm sad that it's gone now. They've canceled everything on the Hot Wheels ID series, but you can see this one had some extra details. So you can see the first of the painted front lights on there. Very nice. And I love the wheels. I think that the tire lettering on the tires is really cool looking. There it is from the back, and the painted exhaust tips on there, the light bar on there. And then on the bottom, of course, we have that Hot Wheels ID chip right there, which you could scan in this ID scanner. But again, that's all gone with the past. It's all canceled, that program now. So unfortunately, they're just collectible cars to us now, which they were kind of to me. I never actually scanned any of my Hot Wheels ID cars. And then I didn't show you the base of the blue 5-pack one. So there you go. There's the base of that one. But yeah, the Hot Wheels ID variation, so good. I think it's one of the best ones. And if you don't have this one yet, you got to get it. It's a very nice one. And our third Bugatti Chiron in 2021 was the Car Culture Exotic Envy set, car number 4 of 5. And this one in a blue and black colored variation with that silver striping around that horseshoe on the side right there. And this one had the kind of like bigger 5-spoke star wheels on there, painted on that front lighting. So this one is a premium, so it is a metal base. We can see the metal reel riders on there. There we go, as I hit my camera as I show you guys. But very, very cool looking on that base. Nice matte finish on there. And yeah, overall, I do like the color variation. There's the light bar on there. It feels heavier, obviously, because of that metal base. The wheels just all blacked out, look pretty good. We'll go ahead and throw that one just right up there. For 2022, we had an exotic hypercars diorama set, and it came with the same color variation, the blue and black colored variation, but this time we got different wheels on there. So you can see these wheels are kind of like a multi-spoke wheel, and here, we'll grab this one right here so you can see them side by side, but they're essentially, as I drop it to show you guys, no chips on it though, we're good. But you can see, very nice. We got two different colored variations of it, just different wheels on there, but they look pretty much identical to me. But we see that sometimes where they re-release cars and then just come out with different wheels on them, but I'm not going to complain. It was a cool set to have. And there's the Chiron from that set, so we'll put those ones right there side by side. Also for 2022, we had the Hot Wheels Mystery Models Series 3 in a kind of a satin gloss black finish with orange all around. Just a really cool, interesting color variation for this one right here. You can see it. Look at that orange on the front end right there. Front lights are not painted. I mean, it is a mystery model, so they kind of keep the cost down. But I think it's a really cool color variation. I really like the paint on this one. That satin black finish paint job looks pretty cool. All around, pretty nice. There's your bottom base for it right there. But pretty cool for a mystery model. So that's our third Hot Wheels mystery models, as we had the yellow and the white ones, and then we got and those are in the Veyrons, and then we got the Chiron in this one right here. But the way they did mystery models nowadays is not how they used to do it with the black blister pack. Now they've just got them in little bags, and you can look through the bags and find out which car it is. So interesting nonetheless. I like that one. I think that's a cool find. And for 2023, we had the Bugatti Car Culture 2-pack, which we had the Veyron, which is the black Veyron right there. And now the Chiron from that one was the kind of silver black colored variation, which I think it's fantastic. Really, really like the wheels. You guys know these are my favorite wheels in the Hot Wheels lineup. I really like them. But even that silver is like a metallic silver with gloss on top of it, so it really shines. It's a really nice color variation of this one. Premium, so we have a little bit more detail on the rear, the painted for those exhaust tips, the Chiron, the light bar on there. The front end, we do have the painted or stamped lights on there as well, which look really cool. And then being a premium, we have the metal base for it. We'll flip it around here. And then we have these slicked reel riders on there as well. So a little bit more weight, being that all metal base and body on there. But I like this color variation. I think it's really cool. And if we grab the Veyron, so we can see the two cars from the 2-pack side by side, both pretty cool. I wasn't like huge on this black Veyron. I think it was all black. I'm not really a fan of I like carbon. Don't get me wrong. I love carbon, but on the Veyron on the top, it looks a little bit weird. Would I like to see it all black? And also the wheels on this Veyron, I'm not a huge fan of. But the Chiron, love silver. Silver looks great on cars. Black and silver looks good. The wheels, I think, are fantastic. But that's your two cars from the Bugatti 2-pack right there. So I'll put the Veyron back up, the Chiron down with the other Chirons down there. Then 2024, we had the Chiron back in the Hot Wheels main lines from the Quarter Mile Heroes series, and this one in a gorgeous red color. This is one of the nicest red colors that I've ever seen on a Hot Wheels car. I was super excited to get this one in hand, and I saw the pictures of it, and then it came out, and it just looks better in person. It's just such a wonderful color that they're releasing this one. Mainline, so we don't get the painting on the front lights on this one, but overall, just such a good looking color. We even have a black horseshoe grill pinstriping. The blacked out wheels look fantastic on this one. Just very, very nice. But you can see, being a mainline, we don't have the light bar painted, the exhaust tips painted or anything like that, but still fantastic. Just an excellent, excellent color variation. If you haven't got this one, you got to get this one for your collection. You're going to love that color on there. So we'll go ahead and throw that one right down there. For 2025 in the Hot Wheels Boulevard lineup, car number 122 is a blacked out Bugatti Chiron. And wow, I'm happy to see, I love the Boulevard series. So to see a Bugatti in the Boulevard series and then to see this stealthy blacked out one, and it's got my favorite wheels on there, as you can see. And then nice detail being a premium one. So we have the light bar. Look at those, the rear exhaust tips painted in a nice color. And then we have that base on there in metal with the reel riders. But overall, it's just a super, super clean look to this one right here. And I'm so happy to see a Bugatti in the Boulevard lineup. And that one's going to perfectly slot right down there. And there is both now your Veyrons and your Chirons. Moving on to the Bugatti Bolide. And our first release for the Bugatti Bolide is in 2023, and it came out in a black and blue trim. And I love the Bugatti Bolide. I think it's one of the coolest track-only hypercars ever made. It's so exotic looking. Just look at that front end, and the X's on the front lights look so good, and all the aerodynamics of this car is just absolutely wild and crazy. Look at even the back end, the diffuser on there. It's just such a wild looking car, and it's cool to see it as a Hot Wheels mainline, but stay tuned for more. Bugatti Bolide right there, you can see in the bottom, 2022 was the license of it, and it came out in 2023, but just a really cool classic Bugatti black and blue color variation. We'll go ahead and throw that one right there so you can see it. And then we had our next release of the Bugatti Bolide, and this one was for 2024, and we had it in the black and yellow. So it's kind of a mustardish yellow. It's not like a pure yellow. You guys know yellow is my favorite color, but I'm not a fan of the yellow that they used on this. Would have liked to see a little bit brighter of a yellow, but still, nonetheless, obviously the car is super cool. The wheels, I think that's kind of cool how they did the blacked out wheels with the yellow lip on there. And there it is from the back end. But yeah, overall, still a fantastic looking car. I like it. There's your bottom base for it right there, same as the other one, but we'll go ahead and throw that one up. And then we had a 2024 release as well. We had it re-released in black and red, and I think the black and red color variation looks excellent. I think I really like this one. This one, it's not like a pure red. It's kind of like I don't know how to say it, like an aggressive red, but I feel like it suits this color very, very nicely. So looking good. Also the same, we got the blacked out wheels with the colored lip on there. There it is from that rear. The front end, that aggressive Bolide front end. And there it is on the bottom base right there. But very, very nice to see that one. And we will be getting this one as a premium coming up shortly. We've got a Car Culture Euro Speed 5-pack, and we have the Bugatti Bolide returning and coming as a premium. But also, big announcement, it's also going to be a chase car. So stay tuned. We're going to see a chase car of the Bugatti Bolide. So super cool that we're going to see that. But guys, comment down below, which is your favorite Bugatti casting and color variation?